Thank you so much for we're talking about Tuesday. We're talking about Mars energy, and appreciate each and every one of you guys for being with us. My name is Apostle Ely. If this is your first time in my live, my beliefs are deeply rooted in African tradition. I am the pastor and apostle of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated, and we appreciate each and every one of you guys. Those that are being notified that Apostle Ely is live, y'all know I teach universal laws on my channel, and they are applicable whether you're an Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, Palo, whether you're Santeria, whether you are Kabbalah, whether you're a mystic, Ajay, whether you're a shaman. I teach real magic on my platform. I have my own website that many of my products on there. Some of you guys have already had the opportunity to grace yourself with some of my workings, and I appreciate you. If you guys desire reading on today, that's only $20. These are the cards that I read from. To all of my Christian buddies, this is what I read from. These are the 72 names of God, technology of the soul. These are the cards that I read from. And I want to say to each and every one of you, first of all, to my Madrina and to my Padrinos, Medifun, Ochosi. This is the day of Ochosi. My Padrino texted me today. We want to say hello to each and every one of you guys that are part of my lives, that are part of my YouTube family, that are part of my Patreon. What's up there, Divine Sybil? Good afternoon to you. As you guys, some of you guys are being notified, I'm operating on all of my platforms this afternoon. So as you guys have, if you have not joined my YouTube from, hello, how you doing? If you have not joined my YouTube platform, do so. Subscribe to my YouTube channel as well as to my Patreon. What's up there, Mama Susan Gemini? If you do not know and have not recognized, I am a Sagittarius. My moon is in Aries and my rising sign is Pisces. My lives are not for children. My lives are for grown people that practice magic. Now, what particular tradition, depending on your ancestry, but what I do, and I give information in order for people to be more effective, or if you don't ever work with me, but take the wisdom knowledge that I share, it will make your life better. What's up there? Chris, what's up? Good afternoon to you. Welcome to our YouTube family. Thank you so much for being a part of our YouTube family. I want to first say hello to Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, and Virgo. Hello to each and every one of you guys. Yes, this is it's going to get even more interesting. Thank you for with that enlightenment. I also want to share, what's up, Latadra? Taurus in the house. If you guys, I like things to be personal. Hello, it's been I've been on my YouTube channel because a lot of the lessons that I've been teaching, you know, people get too trigger happy on TikTok and they get offended, and so therefore I try to avoid that. So people that really following me, that really want to hear what I teach, those are the people that are part of the YouTube, my YouTube family. So that's why we do it like that. What's the YouTube? It's Apostle Samuel Ely Jr. That's my government name. What's up, Tasha? What's up there? What's up, Keish, my baby Scorpio, and Kiara Cloud? I feel like this is going to really help a lot of different people. If you go to my bio on my YouTube page, you can just click on that icon and it'll take you right over to my page, and you can subscribe and be a part of our what we do. But a lot of the lessons that I feel that people are not ready for, those are done on my YouTube channel, and they are also information that I teach. It's also on my Patreon. But I want to talk about something that I want y'all to understand is when you come. Yes, I practice ATRs. ATRs are African traditional religions, all right? But I grew up in the Christian church, and I have been a person that has been ostracized in the church world, and I still stay in the church to practice the ATRs. But a lot of people, when they leave the church, they don't leave the church. They leave the building, but they don't leave the church that they grew up in. You understand? So as they say, you can take the pig out of the country, but not the country out of the pig. And so they get into hoodoo, voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, and all these other ATR, but they still churchified. And not realizing how that really affects how they perceive spirituality. And those that have been following me a while, y'all know I believe in universal law. What's up there, Natasha Foster, my Aquarius from North Carolina? Thank you so much. Nice shirt, yes. What's up, Nikki Smith in the house from Arkansas? Bam. Thank you. So the reason why I do this is giving people that really trying to understand whether you're working with me or you're working with another practitioner, because a lot of times what I'm going to talk about today is why we don't see fulfillment that you did on. A lot of times people do not get fulfillment, and it has to do a lot of times instruction. And a lot of times, yes, I could charge for what I teach on my platform, But I have deeper stuff that I teach on in my classes. But the reason why I do this, because I get a lot of people that honestly not trying to disrespect elders, trying to disrespect the Loas, the Orishas. They just don't know. And they've either watched too much TV, watched too many people that don't know what they're talking about or don't really manifest, or they just themselves are just ignorant. And that's fine. What I'm trying to do is give you sober-minded ways of thinking about spirituality. So therefore, if you decide to get a reading from a Tata, a Mambo, Hugan, or Baba, you will get more out of it, because I believe you should never go into anything completely ignorant. No, you're not going to know the mysteries, but there's a base of truth that you should have in order to be successful in your spiritual journey. And that's basic fundamentals is very important, okay? Basic arithmetic is still important. I always love the stories. All right, and then we got, what's up there, my Gemini, Karen O'Brien? Now, I want to talk about something that if you have been in the church world, we all done heard about prophets, basically mediums, mediators that stand between spirit and the individual, okay? So when you hear the word prophet, in my mind, I am thinking about an advocate and a lawyer in a lot of instances, because this individual is supposed to have relationship with said. So some of us call them priests, priestess. Some of us call them mambos and tatas or hugans or bokors, or some of us call them madrinas and padrinos. Whatever the title, depending on the religion. This is what I want to talk about. What's up there, Monique 444? Now, I'm going to show you why this is important. No matter what you practice, if you're struggling with this, you're going to struggle with manifestation. Understanding prophecy. Now, those that grew up in the church, we have people that have the prophetic gift, that we call it. They have the office of a prophet. That male is a prophet, the female prophetess. Or we have people with the word of knowledge and the word of wisdom, okay? These are people may have discerning of spirits, and they're able to tell you certain things, whether before it happens or during the process. Or we don't call them readings in the church. We call them prophecy or prophetic word. But basically, that's what that is, okay? So this is why I try to tell Christians, do not demonize how other people choose to divine what is going on in somebody's life based off their gift, their talent, or their ability, okay? Now, I want to tell you so you'll know from go. I was born with my gifts. I've been like this all my life. I'm 50 years old, so I don't know anything other than magic. So I don't try to put people in my bubble, but I try to get people, when you're listening to me, you have to understand that I am speaking from a person that I have never knew anything other than magic, okay? Now, what traditions I operate or execute, that's another thing. But me, I was born with this, okay? So I come from a place of complete experience of my journey, not somebody else's journey. Now, I want you to understand prophecy. So this is why this is important in your spiritual journey. I'm going to start with Isaiah 55 and 11 first. And to all my Christian buddies, I use the Bible because y'all like to demonize other people that practice other religion. And this stuff is right in your Bible that your preacher didn't teach you. But I'm going to share it with you on my platform. Okay? Isaiah 55, verse 11. And I'm not looking for nobody to validate, agree, or disagree. I just take the information. And if your spirituality means much to you, you would do your own research. Okay? So 55 and 11. It says, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please. It shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. Now, this is the same concept when you was in the Bible, when they talked about the centurion, told Jesus, you don't have to come to my house, you speak the word only. See, when you are trying to understand prophecy, first of all, I put down here, how can you believe in a word when you don't trust the mouth that the word proceedeth out of? So all of you that get readings and you trying to get some type of form of divination or insight, the thing that you need to understand, before you can ever trust the word, you got to trust the mouth by which the word is coming. Now, whether that is Ola Damari, whether that's the Mighty and Zombie, whether that's the El Shaddai, whether that's your Christ Jesus, whether that's the Elohim, or that is Hathor, or Bast, or Nubis, whatever your divine spirit ancestors is, you cannot trust prophecy or a word out of something that you don't first have your own connection and relationship. The reason why you can hear a word from God or ancestors and know it will be fulfilled is because you first trust the source. Now, I do realize that we all most of us grew up in the church, and we don't have a lot of confidence in the mouthpiece of the Lord. You understand? We don't have a lot. The people that claim to be the vessels or the elders, there's a lack of confidence because they have abused this particular gift, this particular instrument that was given to keep us aware of what was going on in our life. The Bible says he will allow nothing to come upon us unaware. So it don't matter if you're in Obia, whether you're doing conjure, voodoo, Santeria. The purpose of you going to see somebody is that you first of all should trust that individual. A lot of y'all feel like people lying to y'all. Y'all trying to hurt your feelings. It's like, you ever, because my mom's a Virgo. Have you ever had that experience with your parent? That they tell you something that you don't want to hear. And you want to call them a liar so bad. But you know in your heart they're telling you the truth. Well, a spiritual practitioner is nothing different. When you are going and you're asking questions you pray to your God, you pray to your goddess or your ancestors, you're sitting there because they're supposed to be in relationship with spirit and give you a word or confirmation or something that resonates what you have already had a conversation with. Therefore, you would know what is going on. Your mother's a Virgo too? Okay, then you get where I'm coming from. When them Virgos, they give you like a TIE. That's how she talk. So, first of all, the reason why, God or spirit has no reason to tell you something that they themselves don't want to see to come to pass in your life. Thank you so much. Guys, get up on these people on my, okay? So, when you are working with a deity or God, remember, it doesn't start with the individual. I know that a lot of you believe that people are the problem. But it really starts with your personal belief in that particular energy, frequency, or vibration. Because at that point, due to the relationship, you should know how your God, your ancestors, or your God is taught. Are y'all hearing me? What scripture this is? This is Isaiah 55 verse 11. So the idea that I understand the language of how my mother or my father or my family members communicate with me, so therefore I can base that trust based off of the relationship that I have with said individual. Do not think because you get into Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, Apollo. Don't think at no time that is going to give you the confidence in a particular practice. That's not where that comes from. You should already have a relationship. Oh, what's up there, my Cassandra, my Capricorn? What's up? Let me explain something. I want to address this only for the sake of the individual so they will have a better understanding. No one has to, nobody is accountable for what information you process. Okay? No one. The responsibility, no matter what practice you in, whether you don't ever fool with Christianity, again, the responsibility, that is your mind. As the commercial said, a mind is a terrible thing to waste. When you are in a journey, this is why Moses and God had their relationship first. Not him trying to go out and deal with Pharaoh or trying to deliver the children of Israel. This is why things have to be done in a particular sequence of order. So you're no longer putting the responsibility off of a man or a woman. My journey was personal before I met my Tata, my Mambo, the Hugon, or whoever I have encountered in my life. And so I should have already had that relationship before I left the house. The same thing about the way that you were raised. A lot of times you're arguing with the individual instead of you realizing maybe they behave that way because they didn't learn that at home. a lot of times we get out into these spiritual communities and we want them to be something that we lack from home. And that's just not how your journey needs to be. Okay? But hey, do it the way you want to do. I'm a Sagittarius, believe in freedom. But I want you to understand, you cannot trust the word until you trust the mouth where the word come out of. Okay? Whether that is Oshun, whether that is Eligwa, whether that is Baron Samzi, whether it is Dumbalov, whether it is Zerabak, it doesn't, those are vehicles by which energy and frequency flow through. A lot of people don't understand prophecy because they don't understand how God or spirit or goddess speaks to them. And so forth, when they hear something, either they like, they accept it, or they dislike, they reject it. Well, once again, going back to the example, just because you don't like what your parents said don't make them wrong. When you want to hear what you want to hear, therefore you would accept certain things, even though it may not be. Thank you for that look. Back to you. But this is, when you're on social media, y'all remember this. Majority of people not looking for the truth. Okay? Majority of people not looking for the truth. Majority of people not trying to learn how this stuff really works. Majority of people are trying to get a quick fix in their life. They have no intention of renewing their mind. They have no intention of getting new information. And some people, they'll get new information, ain't gonna never apply it. And guess what? The beautiful thing about being grown is your life. Do it however you want to. But for all of you that resonate with what I'm talking about, that you are literally trying to understand how, when you hear something, where does that trust come? It first starts with your personal relationship with your own spirit, within self. The kingdom of God is within you. How can you fully trust anything outside of you when you don't trust what's on the inside of you? How do you know what resonates with you when you don't understand what's in you? That's why I deal with Sagittarius, Scorpio, Virgo, talk about astrology, because when you understand your energy, you understand what resonates and what word is for you. It doesn't matter if it's in a Chinese cookie. It doesn't matter if it comes across the radio. It don't matter where it comes from. It can actually come from somebody you don't even like, but you know that word is for you. Come on here, somebody. It could come from somebody that you don't even believe in them or what they do, but you know truth when you hear. That's how important it is for you to understand before you start out on the journey who you trust, why you trust, and then when you hear the word, you know how they talk. Okay? That's when you hear, sir. If my ancestors come and say, oh, my beloved, my people don't even talk like that. So if I don't care who come to me about my ancestors, they don't talk like that. I know how they operate. And that's how you stay out of trouble. You ain't got to go around here calling everybody fake and phony. Understand energy, frequency, and vibration. I don't care. Every last one of us, no matter what we practice, we have to understand that. Okay? If you want to manifest, you got to understand that. So if prophecy can't be changed once it is spoken, that's what it is. Now, we're going to talk about that because I'm here to educate. Now, remember, a word or a prophecy operates through the air element. Okay? Remember, we utter words. Those are what we call spells in the Bible. Okay? So when you utter from your what? From your throat, which is your tongue, is what? Life and death. So you have an ashe, a chi, a prana in your mouth. So depending on who is speaking, this is like, in this particular case, this is God speaking, or divine mother or divine father speaking. Okay? When divine mother or father say something, you ain't for to alter it. Okay? Let me say this very clear. This is why I don't get into people saying, oh, the Lord said this, the Lord say that. Because if the divine say that, that's not going to change. I don't care who come along. You know, so that's why a lot of us, we get in trouble because we want people to feel like we speak for the President of the United States, or we speak for the CEO, because that makes us so important. But if you are not speaking what God or spirit or ancestors speaking, then it's going to be altered, because that's them speaking out of themselves. And that's just the truth. Most people speak out of themselves. To give y'all an example, I have always been gifted, and when I talk to my kids, I let them know whether it's me, whether it's spirit, or whether it's divine. I don't try to control people by saying the Lord say, or God say, or Risha said, or Impungo said, or no, I don't do that. Because that's how a lot of people get messed up. And so when that stuff don't come to pass, then people be upset, and they got a right to be upset because they thought, and you should have known that one God speaking, because you know how you live your life. So it will not come back empty. It will not come back changed. Okay? Now, we're going to go to Mark 11. Mark the 11th chapter, 22 through 24. Now, yes, please tell them that they not connected like that. Exactly. It's just the truth. Now, let me tell y'all something. If you want to ruin your spiritual journey, I don't care if you're an E5, Voodoo, Santeria, Christian, Muslim, keep going around here saying the Lord say. After a while, somebody going to say why this stuff ain't coming to pass. Because if Divine Mother say something, or Divine Father say something, it's coming to pass regardless. It don't matter if you believe or not believe. You be like Sarah, you'll find yourself laughing and find yourself pregnant down the road. You understand? So, just letting you know. So, 22 to 24. It says this. And Jesus answering said unto them, have faith in God. And that's what I also don't understand about Christians. Okay? And nowhere in your Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, Jesus ever told you to pray to him. And you find so many Christians that believe in Christ that keep praying to Christ when Christ said, I sit at the right hand of the Father making intercession. And he said, anything you ask the Father in my name, that will the Father. He never said what he was going to do for you. He said, greater work shall you do. When you read the Bible and understand energy, frequency, and vibration, then you will understand divine alignment. You pray incorrectly. So either you pray into the Divine Mother or you pray into the Divine Father. That's the principle of masculine energy, the principle of feminine energy. And there is no manifestation without both. So it don't matter what you pray or how you work or what you call, what you do. At the end of the day, that's how you get manifestation. Male and female got to come together to produce. All right? Masculine and feminine energy got to manifest. All right. So it goes on to say, verily I say unto you, that whosoever shall say unto this mountain, be thou removed and be cast into the sea, and shall not doubt in his heart, but shall believe those things which he saith shall come to pass, he shall have whatsoever he saith. Okay? What's up, Mary Bond? Much love. Make sure y'all join my YouTube family. Now, it said, verse 24, this here clinching. Therefore I say unto you, what things soever ye desire, when ye pray, believe that ye receive them, and ye shall have them. Now, a lot of times when you break that up, you don't break this down correctly. Before you can receive anything from the Divine Mother or the Divine Father, whether it's ancestry or Loas or Inkisi or Pungo, you got to understand this one thing. It said, whatsoever you believe and speak out your mouth, that before you ever receive it from the Ola Damari, whether you receive it from Oshun, whether you receive it from Archangel Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Hanel, Sashael, whether it's Ogun or whether it's Yemiya, before you ever summon any spirit, you should already, as you're uttering the word, believe that you're going to get what you're asking for. You should never step before a deity, a god or goddess or ancestor with already your mind is already made up that what I'm asking for, I shall receive. The average person is standing before spirit trying to be convinced that they can get what they're asking for. If you don't believe the words that are coming out your mouth, why would you believe the words coming out of mine? You're already trying to deceive the process. I'm going to say this again. I'm going to read it slower. First of all, trusting the instructions of the teacher is essential to understanding prophecy. He or she is the guide, is guiding me right. You should, if you got a question, let me say this because we grown. You should not be wasting none of your time, energy, revenue, resources, energy, ashay, whatever you want to call it, with nobody you don't first trust. If you're constantly distrusting the people that you're getting the instruction from, you don't need to be there. That's even including me. Nobody has time. I'm 50 years old. Nobody has time to constantly, every time you go through something, got to convince you that they have the capabilities of bringing certain things to pass. Okay? The whole purpose about being grown, understanding prophecy and how to bring things to pass is accountability. You bring your own ashay, your own chi, your own prana to the party. End of story. Don't matter whether you're a beginner, whether you're intermediate, or whether you're advanced. People go to 10 psychics, 9 tell them no, but they will go to the 10th, one who told them yes, because that's what they wanted to hear in the first place. Agreed. That's my eldest son. And guess what? Even though my son is correct, that's still your prerogative. But don't say you being deceived, because that means that you're looking for what you're looking for. They told me if you look hard enough, you keep looking for a booger, you're going to find one. You understand? So your energy, your mindset drew you to exactly the manifestation that you were looking for. Whether it is what you needed in your life or not. At the end of the day, that's your boat. But I want you to understand that you cannot walk this journey not trusting the teachers or the instructors of the class. It's impossible. Because when it comes down to you believing what is going to come to pass, you got to know what they told you was correct. Did they teach you correct spell work? Did they teach you correct conjure? Did they teach you to understand universal law? If you don't trust the teacher, if you don't trust the teacher, then you're not going to trust the instruction by which he or she is giving you. A lot of times people, and people will do that just like in relationship. You will sit somewhere and you don't believe nothing, and then you don't follow no instruction. Then you're saying what's not happening. Now, if you're somewhere and you believe it and you're lining up and you're following instruction and things are not coming to pass, that's a whole nother chapter. But we got to first get to understand how prophecy works. The reason why I can manifest this particular scripture is because I have an understanding that it is my responsibility to accept that I deserve what I'm asking for. It ain't the Tata, the Mumbo, the Hugon, the Shaman, the Boko. Nobody there to make you and convince you that you deserve what you claim as a man or woman, grown, straight, gay, that's what you want. You should make your healing. You should know that's for me. My prosperity, that's for me. My protection, that's for me. I'm not out here trying to be validated for somebody to tell me, oh, you're powerful. God knows if we hear that word, we lose our ever-loving mind. God knows that we get some prayer. Like, it's amazing when people, you are a car reader. I think that's what these are. Yeah, technology of the soul. But do I need cars to read? No. The concept is understanding. So you're no longer calling people frauds when you first sat in that seat and your mind was not together. They can only read your energy. They can only read what your ancestors will allow them to gain. And if you're denying your ancestors and you're denying their purpose in your life, then how can you honestly get the direction? And then if you get the direction, you're not going to follow suit because you first don't trust the person that gave you to read it. Because most of y'all get in people live believing that somebody always trying to take something from you. We got to grow up. Either you believe in El Shaddai or you don't. Either you believe in Jehovah Jireh or you don't. And what you believe in don't come before me. I'm just saying, if that's what you believe in, you need to be wholehearted. Because if you want things to be coming to pass, when instruction comes, you'll follow them. Nobody got time to make you do anything. Then we got 1 Samuel, the 3rd chapter, 19. I hope this is helping you guys because I've been getting questions and I'm trying to give people some practical ways of looking at spirituality and having a better understanding of what to expect and how this thing really works. You're dealing with the air element when you're dealing with prophecy. You're dealing with the atmosphere when you're dealing with prophecy. Okay? Don't matter who's speaking it out their mouth. This is another thing. 1 Samuel 3 and 19. It says this. And Samuel grew, the prophet, and the Lord was with him, and did let none of his words fall to the ground. Now, first of all, let me explain Samuel's background. Samuel's mother, Hannah, went to the temple, and she went diligently because she could not have children. Okay? She constantly poured herself out at the temple where Eli was the priest, the head in charge. Okay? As she kept coming to the temple, petitioning, crying, and what he said, woman, what is it with you? Thank you so much, Denise Simpson, for that love offering. Here is this woman constantly coming to the temple. He said, woman, what is going on? He said, whatever it is, be it unto thee. When you are a priest of a divine mother or father, you can speak those things. So he spoke over her life, and she got impregnated. And what she did, after she had received what she was crying about, she brought Samuel, her child, back to the temple by where the manifestation came from. And she gave that prophecy back to the hand of the man that spoke it out of his mouth. Come on here, somebody. She went back to the temple where she got her manifestation, and she brought her prophecy back to the temple. And because she brought her prophecy back to the place of power where the manifestation came back, now Samuel is produced out of a whole nother ashay, a whole nother energy, a whole nother frequency other than any other prophet. Because not only is he a prophet, but he's raised by a priest. I'm going to say it again. Not only he's a messenger of the gods, but now he is an individual that can execute the sacraments. Because now Eli is a priest, and Eli is training Samuel the prophet. So when you watch people, you got to also, when you're trying to understand why they're able to do certain things, you got to know what was their design. What was they made of on that potter's wheel. Okay? Stop looking at everybody the same, because they ain't the same. When certain people are birthed into certain energies or certain time frames, they have a certain ashay that other people just do not have. And don't matter if they're Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lacumin, Christian, they can be an atheist. When you got it, you just got it, people. That's just the truth. Darius, my Pisces in the house. Darius, guardian, angel, insect, and mental clarity. All right, that Darius. That's that Pisces. Now, I got one more because I can't let this go. Let me say, fulfillment. So I said, there did not one word fall to the ground. So, hey, what's up, Boss Brave? The reason why not one of Samuel's word fell to the ground. And if you want to have a track record that when you speak stuff, it come to pass, then do not speak out of your own self. Do not speak to impress people. Do not speak because you want people to know that you got a gift or a talent. Don't speak because you want to be seen. Don't speak out your mouth because you mad with somebody and you want to prove you got a power. If you want a lot of the things, or if not a lot, all the things that come out your mouth to come to pass, then make sure God's speaking or ancestors speaking, and not you trying to implement stuff in people's life. If you want to know the truth, that's how you get a very high success rate when it comes down to prophecy. Now, Matthew 14, 28 through 30. This right here is going to be a clincher. Now, if you want to sum up what I'm saying about understanding prophecy, this is where this is where we meet at the crossroad. This is where you get Papa Legwa met Kafu. This is where you get Eligwa Eshu. This is where you get a Hecate. This is where you get any crossword, male or female crossword spirit. Here's where to come and meet another minds. Do not miss this. Matthew 14, 28 through 30. This is what it says. It said, Peter answered him and said, Lord, if it be thou, bid me come unto thee on the water. And he said, come. And when Peter was come down out of the ship, he walked on the water to go to Jesus. Now, let me start right there. When you following prophecy and you want prophecy to come to pass, you don't get in the midst. After he was given permission by Yeshua to come and walk on the water, notice that he didn't do what a lot of us do. After getting on the water, he went to Jesus. He went to the power source that caused him to have the. Most of us, when we get a miracle, we get a manifestation, we walk away from the source. I'm going to say it again because some of y'all are slow. Most of us, when we are on our journey, we're trying to see manifestations of certain things. And we do however we got the manifestation. We do not walk towards it. Most people walk away because now you think you done got what you wanted, and now you have disconnected your cord from the socket. And you wonder why now things are falling apart. Just give you an example. Then verse 30 said, but when he saw the winds boisterous, he was afraid and began to sink. He cried and said, Lord, save me. Now, this is why this is important. This is why I said this brings it to the head. Fulfillment. Remember this. Authority of the word of the one. When somebody is prophesying, speaking into your life, they first themselves have to have the authority to even speak. I didn't say have the ashe. I didn't say have the chi. I didn't say have the prana. How, let me say this, and I'm not trying to offend nobody. How you gonna call me out on the water to walk on the water and you yourself is not walking on the water? Some of y'all keep making an issue with people. How, Peter, that makes sense. Peter's asking Jesus to allow him to do what he's watching Jesus do. You're letting people speak in your life stuff that they ain't even walking in. They're not even experiencing. How can, if you have the authority when you yourself are walking in that reality? How can I give you wisdom when I don't have it? How can I give you understanding when I don't have it? How can I give you clarity when I don't have it? How can I give you success or prosperity when I don't have it? You have to have the authority to give what you are speaking out of your mouth. It must come from you first as the source. Is it making sense? Jesus had the authority to prophesy or speak that to Peter, and therefore Peter began to walk on the manifestation of what Jesus was already living. Everyone's word does not have the same authority. And I wrote down here, stop mimicking people's authority. Do not be out here because you like the way whoever on social media or whoever you deem to be the man, the goat, whatever, and you out there talking that talk like they talk. If you don't have the authority to be speaking that way, certain man, do yourself a favor. Stay on the porch. If you want to see things come to pass in your life, do not be out here speaking, declaring things in people's lives that you do not have the weight. You do not have the capacity of the anointing, the authority from Ola Damari, the Mighty and Zombie, the Hugon. Don't matter. If Dambalov did not give you the authority, don't be out here speaking like you got it, huh? If Oshun didn't give you the authority, if Oya didn't give you the authority, if Shango didn't give you the authority, if Hecate, Bass, Nubis, whatever divine energy frequency, Gabriel, Michael, Uriah, Raphael, I'm just trying to cover some territory, huh? Whether you do OB or conjure, at the end of the day, sir and ma'am, you must be walking in the very authority that you are declaring in people's life. If I'm sick, how am I speak healing into your life? I told you I come from sober-minded thinking about spirituality. That's why Jesus told Peter, you must be first converted. In other words, you must be strengthened before you strengthen somebody else. How can I encourage you and I'm not encouraged? That's why I didn't come on yesterday. Not that I was discouraged, I was pissed. I had really funky bad energy yesterday. Okay? And I said, stop thinking cause God called you for that the reality was going to change. Just because Peter was called out on the water was not going to change the condition of the ocean. For whatever reason, sir and ma'am, you think because you're doing magic, conjure, that reality is going to change because you are out there. No, that is still the ocean, the wind, everything is still going on. But you asked to come out there. And it's okay to get afraid, but at least Yahshua was there to save Peter. Some of y'all get in the spiritual journey and you walk off from the very people by which inspired you to be in them infirmity. If you get in trouble and begin to sink in knowledge, sink in wisdom, sink in understanding, sink in your health, who's there to save you? Because there's no elder that you trust to walk with. So if they put their hand out to help you, you're not even going to reach to receive the help because you don't trust nobody. This ain't for you. Spirituality is not for you. You do not understand prophecy. You do not understand how to execute prophecy. You do not understand the spoken word. You don't understand the purpose of giving and supporting, because everything is about how you feel. Everything is about what you have not experienced, and that is reality. That's not reality. If you want to walk on the water like Yahshua don't have to change nothing in order for you to be comfortable. The ocean is the ocean. If you're going to ride and get on the mountain with Obatala, then understand you at the mountain. If you're going to go out into the to the graveyard and dealing with Baron Samzi or dealing with Oya or Centea or whatever other spirit that deals with the dead, that ain't finna change. Nothing is going to accommodate your fears or your issues. It is a journey. Either if you want to get to Canaan, sir and ma'am, you must leave Egypt and you must go through the wilderness. There's no other way. If you want to understand prophecy, then you'll understand the fulfillment of cycles. And I'm done. I'm done. So if you are truly trying to grow with a hoodoo, voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, what's up, Unveiling and my Pisces in the house? What's up, Karen Cartwright? Sorry, babe, Karen, so I didn't see y'all chiming in. This is why I take my spirituality, because some of you guys are serious about your manifestation and your spirituality, and some of you guys are not, and you're so caught up on Hollywood and how Hollywood says about these things. Listen, if you don't want to be lied to, stop lying to yourself. If you don't want to be deceived, keep your eyes open and do not drive off without your common sense. Never show up to the spiritualist without your common sense. Never come to a platform. Protection and reading. Oh. You're on, hold on. There's. And reading. So I got guardian angel incense, mental clarity, protection incense, and a reading. Okay. Let me tell y'all something. There's no easy way through the process if you are truly certain man trying to do real magic. And you don't want to skip the steps. If you skip the steps in addition and subtraction, you're going to struggle with multiplication and division. If you skip the steps with division and multiplication, you're going to struggle with geometry. It's a given. I don't care what ATR you don't be that man or guy that you out there just trying to learn spells and you not trying to understand. The Bible saying all you're getting, get you some understanding. You go to the... I'm telling you, if you want to really grow and develop and respect the practice by which you operate in, you got to do it that way. I don't care if you're feminine energy, I don't care if it's masculine energy, and ain't nothing for free, y'all. If I can encourage anybody, as long as you think that you're going to become a doctor in the medical field for $400 or $1,000, this is not for you. You have to invest in your spirituality. You have to invest in your awareness and knowledge. You have to invest your time, energy, and money. And it's a lifestyle. This is why I tell anybody, you got to go watch Karate Kid if you're going to work with me. Because I'm Miyagi, you Danielson. And don't come to me because you scared of getting beat up, because that's why you trying to learn karate. And a lot of people get into spirituality for the wrong reason, hiding behind their own fears and insecurity. When you got to understand karate and spirituality, no matter what the ATR is a lifestyle. And if that ain't what you're trying to do, you're in it for the wrong reason. And therefore, it's going to lead you down a different path that you really shouldn't be down. But because of the way you think, energy follow thought. Keish got me... Guardian Angel. Okay, I got you, sweet. Guardian Angel. And if you want your own packet of Guardian Angel, it's definitely on my website. Or if you want any other services, go to my website and you can find yourself seduced. I'm fit to do this reading for Pisces. Let me do hold on. Guardian Angel Incense. I believe that God is in order and Divine Mother is in order, universe in order. So that's why the seasons are set up the way they are. So if you respect that order, you will learn how to function and navigate no matter what your astrological sign is. No matter what your practice is. You will stop having these unfortunate accidents in this spiritual street if you mind the business that pays you. I was always taught by my mother being a Virgo. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. Protection incense. You never have to worry. If you let me tell you, If you go into stuff for the right reason, you'll come out on the right side. It don't matter what it is. And if you're wrong, admit you're wrong, and then do whatever you need to do to correct the situation. But don't be out here expecting these spiritual elders to do all this work, that stuff that has a lot to do with your self-development. That's not their job. They can't replace the love you didn't have with your mother. They can love you. They can't replace the love you don't have with your father. They can love you. They can respect whatever you got going on. Stop and looking for people to fill voids that they were not created to fill. Though whatever's going on in your life was meant for you to go through so you can develop to help other people. And then I got Quiche Guardian Angel Incense. Let me tell y'all something. The best antidote to foolishness is responsibility. Anybody that ain't about that responsibility it's gonna be about foolishness. When you about responsibility, you ain't about the foolishness. Because you know being responsible is accountability. And when you ain't about that life, you're not finna make nobody make you accountable for something that you ain't serious about. Because you ain't got time. So if you want to spend the rest of your life pretending that you on a spiritual journey and that you really trying to learn magic, deceive yourself to no end. But you ain't fooling nobody. Because anybody on this real journey, we know what it's about. And it don't matter what your prayer. I don't even got to speak your language, and I still know you serious. I don't need to come up the way you came up and still know you serious. What Alicia Keys say, a real man nor a real woman, when she see him, and a real woman nor a real man, it just a real spiritualist. Don't matter the practice. We know real recognize real. For real. And wannabes recognize other wannabes. That love incense. She is swearing by that love incense. That love incense is teaching me that it's all about the lessons in general and about learning from every up and down. Yes, baby. What's up there, my Scorpio from Louisville, Kentucky? Hear these words which I speak as I that call to thee. That which is in the dark, bring into the light of my eyes concerning Darius the Pisces. Darius the Pisces. That which is in the dark, bring into the light of my eyes concerning Darius the Pisces. Darius the Pisces. What is this Pisces needs to focus on? What's this Pisces needs to focus on? All right, here we go. This is your first time in my live. Join my YouTube family. And I do a 3-card spread on these $20 readings. If you want me to burn incense, I do have healing, better business, high John, oil of gladness, triple threat. I'm not giving out that one. Peace incense, love incense, road opener, mental clarity, blockbuster, mental clarity, money incense, guardian angel incense, ancestor incense, reversal, protection, stop gossip incense, and courtroom incense. Now, let's get to my Pisces. Oh, look at here. Now, shadow card. I do shadow card, your first card. It comes up passion. Your shadow card comes up passion. A yin mem mem. It said this name stokes the fires of passion in my heart and soul. The letters give me the power to maintain serenity, devotion, and correct consciousness in my prayers, meditation, and spiritual connection. This is so important for Pisces. He said, I am a multimillionaire. You better declare. It says, this is what it says right here. Stokes your passion. The Bible says it like this. The affection, fervent prayer of a righteous man availeth much. Whatever fires your passion is where your manifestation. And your manifestation has to do with what brings you peace, your devotion, and it speaks about your mind being in the right frame when it comes down to making prayers and meditation and your spiritual connection. This is what the concern is, and this is what the focal point is on what drives you, what's your passion. And then your middle card comes up, time travel. Time travel says, Va he va. It says, I awaken remorse in my heart for prior misdeeds. It says, I accept the frank spiritual truth that the problems in my life are a result of past actions. This is your middle card. It says, by concentrating on this name, I will uproot the negative seed that I have already planted, and I am doing so and transforming my past, reshaping my present. Oh, I love this. And creating a future full of joy and fulfillment. This card, Pisces, is talking about you're basically doing spring cleaning. You're making decisions to change and alter not only your present, but also your future. And this card talks about looking back with the mindset of experiencing and knowing what was good for you and what was not good for you. And this is presently going on right now. So wherever you felt that you went wrong or you did things wrong, this is talking about making those corrections, which is going to in turn make what's going on right now better and also stepping into the future. That's present. In your outcome card, it said recognizing the design beneath disorder. When this card comes up, it's basically going to say you're going to see where the problems are. You're going to be better at troubleshooting. Basically, it says Yud Bet Mem. It said when I am overcome with feelings of doubt or panic or thoughts of doom, these letters reveal the order of the underlying chaos. I become enlightened to the Creator's master plan. Now I'm gonna hold up right here. If you ever do conjure, we have this thing we call the master bottle. That means that is the main bottle by which we operate out of for us getting oils, whatever conjure we done did or a conditioning oil we have made. That's the master bottle. This is talking about not a plan, but the master plan. This is like the main blueprint. This is talking about your grand design of why you even here and why you're here to do what you're doing. It says like this. It said, I become enlightened what is the grand master plan as it pertains to my purpose in this world and to the problems I face. All this where I don't understand why I'm dealing with this or why I'm going there, a lot of that is going to dissipate in 2023. Because the more you understand your purpose and why God gave you and why God is doing what he's doing in your life, or she doing in her life, because y'all know I believe God is a female. So, but this is understanding purpose is so powerful, especially for Pisces, because Pisces is about I believe. And when you put I believe with purpose, this is where you're going to get your, I call it the 3KO, triple knockout. This is where you're going to get into a place where you're going to be able to manifest faster with your passion and your purpose and your convictions, okay? It'll be just like the scripture said, you won't think it's strange or the fiery trial, which is to try you and do some strange things that happen to you. All right. All right. Did I get everybody? Woo. Got a few more minutes. Minister Mario, did I get everybody? Son of Ochosi, Brazo Forte. We thank God for what he is. God is oh, the day is Ochosi. So he getting downloads. He's crowned. I was supposed to go see my padrino today, but certain things took place, so I got to reschedule, get prepared for my crowning. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All clear, Minister Mario. I want to say this again. If you came in the middle of my live, go back to this video will be coming up on my YouTube page. Go back and actually don't look at it from aspect of Christianity. Just look at it from the aspect of universal law and see how if you just take the meat of the word and the knowledge and understand how much better you will be positioning yourself in when it comes to manifestation and understanding how this stuff really works. It don't matter how this go about. Okay? Much love to each and every one of you guys. Thank you so much to my YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. To each and every one of you guys. If this is your first time meeting me, my name is Apostle Ely. I am the pastor and apostle of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated. And my beliefs are deeply rooted in African tradition. And I'm truly a Sagittarius, moon in Aries, and rising sign is definitely Pisces. So much love to each and every one of you guys. And to those that are following me and a part of my crowning, thank you so much for your support. I had a young lady send me an offering like almost 2 o'clock in the morning. When I go through and I get this, I'm like, oh my God. Like I appreciate the support, the belief, and those that are going to be 100 with me on this journey. Where I'm going right now, I need 100. I need people fully committed. And so don't mean that other people can't come along, but where the journey we're going, I need them faithful 300. All right. Much love to each and every one of you guys, and I will see you on the flip.